Morning, everybody. I guess we'll do another minute and a half and then we'll get started. All right. Good morning, everybody. I apologize if it's distracting behind. I'm in a car garage doing this meeting, so I apologize if there's cars going behind me or anything. Hopefully, it won't be too distracting. Everybody doing okay this morning? Let's see. We got Zach and Tara, Anita, Bethany, Amy. Bethany, I know who you are, and I think Zach put it in the chat. But do you mind just giving us a brief intro? Let us know what you're up to.
So my name is Bethany. It says Bethany Butcher, but I did get married, so my name is actually Bethany Lester. I am a senior psychology major at Lincoln Memorial University, and I am completing my internship with New Vista's First Steps program. And I will be graduating in December. So.
Well, happy to have you here, Bethany.
Thank you
for doing that. All right, everybody. So before we get started, as always, I record these so that we can come for future references. Is anybody opposed to me recording this morning? All right. I think it's already doing it, so I'll keep it going. All right. So I realized as I started this meeting, I don't think I sent anybody the agenda for this morning, and I apologize. So that's why I put it up here on the screen, if you can see it. I don't anticipate this morning be a very long meeting. We're still very new into the grant year. And so we still have, the new grant smell, I guess you could call it. But I did want to just give some updates and provide some structure. I think the main topic of what I want us to talk about today, before I open it up for the floor later on, is I want us to go through our website and kind of see, because I think I sent that link out. I don't know if anybody had time to look at it beforehand, but I'm going to have a meeting with the website developers probably next week, if not early the week after, and kind of go over some corrections and additions that I'd like to see. So I wanted everybody's input on that too. So anyway, before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and call this to order officially for the Harrison Nicholas Scott Bourbon Collaborative. It is 9:34 on September 2nd. Does anybody want to, well, I didn't even send the meeting minutes from last meeting. I apologize. So we'll just skip that. I guess somebody can pseudo motion to approve and somebody can pseudo second it. I apologize. I'll be better next time. Bethany, if you haven't realized, this is I'm trying to be formal, but it's not formal. I try to do it, but it doesn't always come out that way.
It's okay. Just roll with it.
For our financial report update, last month we met, we hadn't got the funds yet. But for those of you who need just a little bit of a reminder, we were awarded a 2-year grant totaling $210,000 or $210,600. And since it's a 2-year, they're going to divide the funds up on an annual basis. So we just received our first installment, which is the $105,000. So we now have that in our account that we can start using it toward things. And that's to last us for this year. And then next June, they'll give us the second installment of the other half of the $105,000. For those, I will also send out the budget that we approved and then also got approved by the governor's office. Some of the significant things that we're doing is investing in professional development, Dolly Parton Library, setting some money aside for people to go to the early childhood institutes whenever those are sponsored and hosted by governor's office. So those are some of the things that we are investing in as well. So I will send that budget too, just in case anybody's curious and they want to have it for reference. As we start, if y'all remember last year, if y'all need some things for classrooms or community outreach or anything like that, make sure when you send me the email with it, put CECC spending in the subject line. That way I know that, okay, that's something that I need to look at as far as getting money approved to buy that stuff. So lucky for us, they really, based off the grant that I noticed that I received, they really took away a lot of the restrictions that were hitting us hard last year. So really it's much easier to find stuff to spend the money on where it's allowable. So that's good news. So I anticipate we'll be doing real good this year and really doing outreach and providing support and resources. I think it'll be very easy to do this year. So for the new business, last month we talked about the Scott County Dolly Parton Library Initiative. I saw a couple emails, but I haven't actually got to look at them. Amy, do you have any updates on that?
Jonas, I'm living in a classroom. I had to put Dolly on the back burner. There have been some emails from the library and the Cooperative Extension Service and the Kiwanis, and I just sent them on to Keith, and he has picked up and is talking to them about meeting with them in person. The Cooperative Extension Service was supposed to vote whether to be our 501c3 at our last meeting, and she was going to call me back, and I never heard back from her. And I emailed her, and she didn't answer me either. So I'm assuming that vote was a no, and that we probably need to get Keith to follow up with them as well. They might need more information. And quite honestly, I haven't had time to breathe or sleep, so I haven't spent a lot of time on Dolly this month yet.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, but
that's the update that I was thinking of too. I didn't know if you had anything else to add. So
no.
Okay. Yeah. For those of you who also just may need a reminder, and since I'm also recording it, if anybody else is watching this later on, our philosophy on the Dolly Parton Library is that it's fantastic and that it's wonderful. And the CECC will sponsor it and fund it however we can, but we don't think we have the manpower or the time to actually be the the 501c3 that is kind of the go-to person for each county. So we are kind of trying to step in and provide funds where necessary and needed, and maybe helping out with community engagement and awareness and bringing that to the light of people. So that's kind of our role that we're playing in Dolly Parton Library. There was another meeting in Bourbon County. Danita, did you get to go to that one?
I did. We had a really good meeting. Right now we're just, Miss Debbie was going to go to the Rotary, about them possibly being the 501c3. Mark was checking on Friends of Library to see if they could do it and what all entailed. And Keith was at our meeting. So we had a really good meeting. Right now, the books are currently just going out to the kids at the Head Start and Preschool Center for Bourbon County. So if the Rotary doesn't come through, then we're gonna our second option is to possibly just continue with the school, but only to be, that financial partner, that 501c3, and then have different people that can enter them, or just have encourage the families to enter them themselves. Because right now everything is being sent to Keith's office and they are entering everything. So, but we're sitting really good. We have a lot of money in the account now, where, it's just reaching the preschool kids. So we're, hopefully, we'll have another meeting pretty soon to see what everybody finds out and get it started to where we can get it more, to the child care centers and, hands introducing it when they, bring new people on. So we're hoping to grow.
Good deal. Thank you. Yeah, that's kind of the update that I heard too, when I briefly talked to Keith. So I'm glad that things are looking good. I think that's the biggest problem most places are facing is it's really not the money or a passion issue. It's really just a time and a manpower issue of getting the names and awareness
And
out there.
Nikki Mullins was there too, who is now the Frisk for Paris schools. Kathy Tobin was the Frisk director, and they have switched roles now. So Nikki was there too. And so, both of us are willing to be someone that's inputting, and handling things. And so, we've got a good group and people willing to help. We were, nervous about the money and getting the money, but with the money we have in there now, and then the money from the council, we're setting really good.
Good. Thank you. And then, so that's Scott, that's Bourbon, Harrison County, they're doing great. And then Nicholas County, I think, is another one that we're probably going to turn some attention to here, probably at some point within the next year or so.
I know Paula has it up and running.
Yeah, and I talked to her, and she's mentioned that she would like some more support and help.
Yes, because right now I think she's the only one that's putting in the thing, because she's getting a lot from her Amish community. And so they're sending it into her. So she's inputting a whole lot of stuff. So she does need some additional support down there with that.
All right. So the next thing, and this can kind of be tied together because we can always advertise Dolly Parton on our website, but I'm going to stop sharing the agenda, and I just want to spend maybe 5-ish minutes with us going through the website. And then I have a piece of paper. I'm going to take notes, or y'all can, as y'all explore it on your own time, even y'all can send me emails with notes and stuff that you want me to take to the developers. But let me pull it up. And then we'll just look at it real quickly together. All right, do y'all see the website? You do? Okay, good deal. So the address is earlychildhoodky.com. And they settled on that because I said, well, technically our name is Harrison Nicholas Bourbon Scott Community Early Childhood Collaborative. And they said, well, even if we just did the initials, that's too long of a name. So we settled on Early Childhood KY, and they said they can put in, I don't know the technical terms, but they said that it should get good web traffic as people search for childcare and Kentucky and stuff. They said that should pull up really well on Google. So when you click on it, this is the web page, the home page of it. And they kind of have the subject, the headlines, which is good. And I like that. They have who we are, like what counties we represent. What I really want to talk to them about is the tabs up here. Let me see if I can make this full screen. Uh-oh, sorry, y'all. Let me stop sharing just for a second. Because when you click on the tabs, like these right here, the home, about, resources, child, oh wait, can y'all still see that? Okay, sorry. My computer, I guess when I'm in a garage, my computer glitched and it looked like maybe it turned everything off. Okay. So like about, they do have some good resource, like, you know, good info on here. And I like that. And it has all of our pictures, but really what I was hoping was for, you remember me putting all the effort in getting y'all's names and pictures and emails, was that we could put it on our, like, our get involved or about voting members page. And that way people would know if they can get a hold of me, they could get a hold of somebody in one of their respective counties that might be able to provide better information. And my hope is, like, they don't have a message box right here. And right now I'm okay with my email being it, but I'm trying to figure out if there's a better way to kind of handle that, because as y'all know, sometimes I'm not the most responsive.
Can they, Jonas, could they,
Yeah.
could they put our emails and link? Could our emails be put on there too?
Well,
For our respective
so,
counties?
so what they did, the way they got some of this content is they made a Dropbox and asked me to put everything in it. And so when I put everybody's name and picture in it, I also put their email and their title. And my hope was that they could put that on the webpage too. But that's one of the things I'm going to have to talk with them about, because that was the hope that, like, even if they didn't get a hold of us through this get involved tab, they could find somebody else's email on here. Yeah. So that's something that's already on my paper. I'm going to take with them. For the resources, this is kind of maybe just a nitpicky thing for me. Is when I sent them all these community resources, I sent them the logo, and my hope would be like, they would have the logo with the name, and you could just click on the logo, and it wouldn't have the hyperlink. If you go to Fayette County's collaborative webpage, it's kind of set up like that you click on the picture of the resource and it takes you to the webpage. So that might just be a nitpicky thing for me, but I think that might look better than having all these hyperlinks next to it.
Well, and Jonas, that was one of the things when I was looking at it, is could the list be either like in an alphabetical order so it's easier to peruse, or could like things be divided up between, these are region-wide resources, these are things like Scott County, just so it's easier for people to find maybe something they're looking for.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Zach. Alphabet or category.
And
And
I
then-
like the logo idea, because people recognize the feet, the First Steps feet.
Mhm.
People recognize the logo.
Right. And I sent them all the logos to all these resources. And so I don't know if maybe they were just waiting for us to say something. I hope to goodness this is not the final product that they're wanting to put out there. And I don't think it is, but that's something I definitely want to bring up. And so I'm glad we're on the same page for that. And I like the alphabet category thing. They also have put something here. I told them Dolly Parton was big for us, so they gave her own section, but I need to let them know that I'm probably including a link to the Dolly Parton website, and I mean, it's available in all of our counties now, technically, all 4 counties. So I need to make sure that they correct that as well.
Yeah, that was what I was going to suggest. Maybe just the picture is a clickable link.
Mhm.
And then maybe even just I know the website's there for people to find out more information, but if it maybe just had a brief blurb of what that was. So maybe if they saw that and they wanted to click on it and find out even more, they could.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. And then this is, I think this is the link that takes them to some documents from the governor's webpage. And I think the new standard should be on here somewhere too. Childcare was another one that I was really hoping that they'd do some more work on. The point of the childcare tab was I sent an Excel list with all of the childcare sites and daycare sites in each county to them. And my hope was that they would have Harrison, you could click on Harrison, Nicholas, Goddard, Bourbon County, and then it would pull up with all the childcare sites or schools in each county with contact information. But it looks like they just put, stuff about All Stars, which is fine. But I'm going to have them, because that took a lot of time. So I want that included. And I think that also is beneficial for our community, as for them to know how they can get in touch with childcare.
I agree. I would probably also put something on there, like maybe a link to the child care assistance program.
Oh yeah, that's good. I'll put that on there. Mhm. All right. See, so we talked about resources, talked about childcare.
And Jonas, I was going to say as well, there's also, I think it's through, I'd have to find the link. It's through, I think, kind of what the health marketplace was in Kentucky, but there's somewhere where you can go where it'll list like daycares in Kentucky. So if you had that as an option, that kind of directory is already kind of set up somewhere else, but you could have a link to it, and I can find that and send that to you.
Yeah, that'd be good, because I kind of made one of my own kind of off the top of my head and kind of just my own running list that I had for my work. And so I would not mind double checking and saying, yeah, so that'd be good, Zach, if you could send that to me.
What about something like the Child Care Council? Link it to the Child Care
Yeah,
Council.
and I think I put them, I think they're on the resources page too.
Are they? Oh, okay.
And but it might be another good, they could be on here twice. I think, I know I put them on here somewhere.
Oh yeah, there's Child Care Aware. That
Maybe oh yeah, there it is. Very first one, Child Care Council.
Oh yeah.
Let's see about, and then there's just a couple more documents. What I might do, y'all, is I might just send y'all the link to the Dropbox so y'all can see what is included in there. And if y'all wanted to add stuff into it as well, I guess y'all could. Cause see, like, and I don't know why they have this graduation picture either. I think maybe they're waiting for us to give them some more guidance before they finish it. But thank you, Zach. I see that.
That needs to be like preschool kids graduating, not high school or college kids graduating.
Right. Okay. Y'all can't. So I want to make sure everybody saw it and y'all knew how to get to it. If y'all want to explore it some more, later today or sometime next week, and send me some additional thoughts and ideas about it, I'm more than open to it, because I'm planning on reaching out to them maybe sometime middle of next week and see if we can schedule a meeting with them the week after. So if any of y'all want to be on that meeting, let me know and I'll make sure to include you on that as well. That way you can provide your input there as well. All right, let me pull the agenda back up, and I think we're about ready to start wrapping it up. Thank y'all, by the way, for all those suggestions. That was really helpful. Thank you. Okay, yeah, just some announcements. Governor's office, they have a grant reporting webinar on September 14th. If you want to attend that, I have to attend it. It's mandatory for me. So, but if anybody wants to join that as well, so you can kind of see how we do it. If there's any changes, let me know and I'll send you the link to that as well. There's a self-assessment. If we want to reconvene sometime next week, they said it only takes 10 minutes to do, but they wanted everybody to do it. I should begin that link later this afternoon. But if we don't want to reconvene, that's fine. I'll try to look at the questions ahead of time. And if I have any questions, I could reach out. But if y'all do want to meet together, we can do it. It'll only take 10 minutes. Would y'all rather, do y'all trust me to do it, or do y'all want us to come back together and look at that as a whole? I think the point of the self-assessment was kind of to see what's the barriers that we're facing as a collaborative, and kind of some suggestions that we can put into the governor's office, and some self-reflection time of us as well. I don't mind doing it. But like I said, and then if I have questions, I'll reach out to y'all.
That's what I'm gonna say. I trust you.
Thanks. Just want to make sure I gave everybody the opportunity to say they wanted to be involved if they did. Our next meeting is October 7th, same time, same way, Zoom. I'll send the link out, and I'll try to be better about sending the agenda meeting minutes out beforehand, unlike today. All right, so now that I've talked your ear off for a while, is there anything, I'm going to open up the floor for anything that we need to discuss or talk about. Anybody wants to bring forth anything to anybody? Now's the time.
Hey, I have a question.
I might have an
Remember one of those things we were attending, the behind the red doors kits on Lakeshore?
Yes.
Koi bowls.
With koi.
Are we gonna get those, or?
We can. I'd forgotten about it completely, honestly. But if we wanted to get some, we could probably look in the budget and spend a little bit of money for people to give some out. Mm-hmm.
I'm finding opportunities that, I kind of wish I had that, because I think they'd be useful. So I didn't know if we wanted to order some for everybody or.
Yeah. So for those of you who weren't at the last ECI, there's a singer. His name is Coy Bowles. He's part of the Zach Brown Band. He's still part of them, but now he also does children's books and stuff like that. So he has a whole line on Lakeshore, and he just announced at the last ECI this brand new production of like social emotional book type things, and it's kind of geared toward kind of his perspective as a singer and kids and stuff like that. So and he's really popular, is really good. So that's kind of what he's talking about.
The books and figures and a CD with music, songs that he's written is I really like it. And as we're having some issues in the building with behavior, Jonas, I was like, man, I kind of wish we had some of those, the music and
is there a
figures
certain age
to
group?
work with the kids.
Is there an age group that's focused on or geared towards?
I don't remember the exact age, but it had a pretty good range for early and on up into I think elementary.
I think it would be appropriate for anybody.
Yeah. But I'll look into it and see if we can get a few and we can spread them out.
I'm trying to Google it.
Anybody else have anything that they want to bring forth or talk about? All right, then. Like I said, if y'all don't mind still looking at the website, give me any suggestions that you might have that I can take with them, because I do anticipate our website kind of being a major proponent of how we get our names out to the community and let them know how we can connect them to different places and resources. So I want to make sure the website is good and top notch, because that's kind of going to be a reflection of who we are as a collaborative. So I want to make sure it looks good. So if nothing else, does anybody want to make a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion.
I'm sorry, who was that? I'm sorry. Was that you,
Tara.
Tara? All right,
Yes.
thank you, Tara. Anybody want a second?
I'll second. Danita.
Thank you, Danita. All right, everybody. I appreciate y'all. You have my email. If you need it, if you need my cell, I'll give it to you. Some of you already have it. But if y'all need anything, just reach out and holler at me. I'll see y'all soon.